Welcome back, viewers. It's Rangatang. Here we are back at Calmsden Farm. Got all our prep done and we're finally getting some reward for our efforts. So yeah, we're going to end up with a huge canola harvest, which is hopefully going to net us around about, I don't know, heaps. And then we're going to move on and try to expand the farm a little and see how we go with that. So at the moment I've got the harvester here. We're doing the outside laps, like the headland type thing, and then we can put him on auto and go and do a bit of other stuff. We might do some baling or something for the sheeps. But yeah, so we'll get this done. So we've got another field of canola. I think we're on the middle one. We've done the first. Got about, I think it was 56,000 litres. So yeah, that'll come in handy, selling around about $2,000 per 1,000 litres. That's 100,000, a little bit over. So I'm hoping to make some good dough. And we might go with canola again, or I don't know, cotton's a good seller, but cotton harvesters are also good sellers at a price of around 495,000. So yeah, we might have to we'll see how we're going for our funds when we get to there, because we'd have to lease that. So yeah, but everything's going well. Enjoy the sounds here. Love the soundtrack with the animals on this farm. I think it's fantastic. You get to hear everything. There's even been a couple of I think I've heard a couple of woodpeckers. So yeah, we'll head down here, get this done, get this guy going on auto. I wish he'd go a bit faster, but it is what it is. And, I like to show what I'm doing, not just turn up and say, I did this. Actually, anyway, here we go. So now I think we should be coming around to the end of the headland and we can set him on auto. We've already emptied out once, which is great. So we know that around the outside of field number 3 once is at least 10,000 litres of canola, so that's a good start. About here that I normally chuck them on auto, depends if I've got the top. It's mainly the top and bottom that you need 2 strips on. Sides don't seem to really matter. You've got to work out, it's important to work out which way the fields run. Now a lot of maps they'll run dead square, but on this one they don't. So there we go, we'll start him off now, and as you can see he's only getting half of it in, but hopefully we'll turn around. And I found that the workers usually drive a lot straighter than I do, so therefore they get the maximum benefit. So we've started with our sheep now, as we saw at the end of the last episode, and thankfully there's been an update on the map so that we can feed them more. Before I think it was 3,000, now it's like 30,000 or something. But yeah, there's plenty of room for food, so we can feed them up big and then not have to be over there feeding them every second day, which would be great. So yeah, this guy's now on autopilot and he'll go about his business, and that way we can find something else to do, because one thing about this farm, there's plenty to do. There's another load, so that's going to come in handy. I'm hoping to get 60,000, 70,000 tonne. Like 1,000 litres, so I call it tonne. I don't know why we measure grain in like a liquid measurement, but that's just the way it is. See, we're trying to, look out, we're trying to top this trailer right up, because it holds 23. I'm making a dreadful mess of this, but then again, at least you know that's me doing it, because my driving is pretty woeful. Maybe I should have said I should have drove the harvester and put the worker in the truck. I don't know how that'd work. But anyway, so yeah, we're through this. We'll get this done in a minute. Take off in front of him and cut him off. That's usually what I do. Oh no, yeah, we got away with that, but we did cut him off, so that's great. Get over and put this in the silo. So a whole heap of golden cannoli, and yeah, that will be good. Any suggestions what we should spend the money on? There's always a comment section, you could comment. I don't really know what I'm going to spend it on at the moment, but I'm sure if you viewers have any ideas what we should do next, well, yeah, let me know. We could, you know, there's plenty of options. Get another field, get some better equipment, yeah, buy some production things. There's a few, like if say you want to make things like clothes, you're going to have to supply the whole lot of it. That's absolutely dreadful driving. So something's happened here because everything's stopped. Hang on, oh, just a bit of a pause there. Sorry about that, viewers. That's empty. And we're away. That was empty. That's what it was. Just checking the controllers and everything then. Thought they'd gone flat. Tell you what, this is an absolutely dreadful episode. But we'll be moving along, and we can keep moving along and get further down the track on our farm. That's no thing. So here's something a little bit more exciting. While we leave those guys about their business, we'll head off and pick up some, I'm not sure if it's grass or hay. Oh, look at this. Talk about have a shocker. Have you ever seen anybody have a bigger shocker? Can't line up the harvester. Gets stuck on the gate. Anyway, at least it shows it's real. Don't cut out the mistakes. Let's see how we go with this gate. It's a bit tight through here. There we go. Alright, here's some bales. We'll get our auto trailer here. I love these things. I wish I could get one to pick up all my eggs and that. Oh, now here's a trap for young players. If you leave it on operating, it'll pick them up like that, but you just got to lift them up and bring them over and drop them on the back. It'll probably be a bit skew whiff. I probably should have put that a little bit more to the left, but it's okay. Oh, here we go, we've jumped out. Try that again. This would have to be the worst excuse for a Let's Play video that I've ever seen. Oh, I don't know. I have seen some worse ones, but yeah, it's pretty bad. But it's all about, you know, getting to where we want to be, and this is on the road to where we want to be. Just recently found out that this trailer will go 3 high, which means it holds 24. It's 24 bales. I was doing 2 high all the time and driving over and parking it underneath the shed and unloading it, but it will go 3 high, which is good to know. And I think these are 7,500 litres per bale, so that's a fair size bale. What happened there? Must have went too sharp a turn. Yeah, that's where I found out that it does take 3. It's also where I just remembered that I missed one. Get up that hill. Get up there. So there we go. over a little bit further. It's quite easy to adjust. The only thing is, I don't know if it's because I play inverted or it's the same for everybody, but it's the opposite. So if you want to dump them on the left, you've got to push right. To lift them up, you pull down, and vice versa. So it can be a little tricky, but you get the hang of it. It's just like being backwards. You just got to pretend that everything's backwards, and you'll get the hang of it quite easily. No, this like I've said before, just beats driving around picking them up one at a time. What we might do is we'll drop these off here. Go back and see how our canola's going. It would appear that this middle field's almost complete, so that's a good sign. We've got one more to go and we'll finally have this done. It's all very time consuming. I could do a let's play where you showed all of the things that you've done, but I think it'd put people to sleep, I really do. I'd be surprised if this doesn't put people to sleep. As I said on one of my first ever Sosnovka videos, if this is the sort of stuff that you used to fall asleep to, well at least I've achieved something, you know. So either listen to pan flute music and waterfalls, or you could watch one of Rangatang's Calmsden Farm videos and it'll do the same. Hopefully it's not quite that bad, but yeah. Anyway, we're heading up to our third and final field. So I'll get them started around the outside there. We'll do I hope it's the headland that they refer to, because that's what I'm calling it now. We'll do the headland. We'll go back to a little bit of bailing. While that was working around, I've obviously done a bit more grass. This is inside the sheep pen. It's a bit of a dog's breakfast, a bit of a horrible job, but the main thing is I just want to fill this trailer up with bales, and we've achieved that. The sheep don't seem to mind, but there's long bits and short bits and all sorts of other bits, so yeah, if they don't mind, neither do I. There we go. That's what 24 bales of grass looks like. See if we can get it in here and unload it. As usual, time flies. And we're coming up to the end of another video, but as I said, you've got to go backwards. You've got to think backwards here. It's like reverse. The main thing is getting the grass done, so that's about the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. Sorry it was a bit shoddy today. I'll try to pick it up for the next one. In the meantime, stay safe. I hope to catch you on the next video.